Find the inverse in any legal way of the following matrices. Okay, let's start with matrix A. I'm going to use here, there's many ways to find the inverse. And on this question, I'm going to use the Gauss Jordan method. So, Gauss, AU, not A, Gauss Jordan method. And so okay, so what this method entails is I will line this matrix next to the identity matrix, 4x4 identity matrix, and I will use row manipulation to turn matrix A into the identity matrix, and when applying the same row operations on the identity matrix that I lined up in the first place, whatever I get out of that result will be the inverse of A. So let's go ahead and do it. So I will start with matrix A. So so we will start with this guy here. So A, and then I will multiply it by the identity matrix, or line it up next to the identity matrix. So this is 0, 0, 0, 2, and I'll walk you through step by step on how this process works. 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 4, 0, 0, and 5, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so this is A, this is the separator here, and then next to this I will put the identity matrix, the 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. So the diagonals are 1s on the identity matrix, everything else is 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, and the objective is to turn this blue matrix exactly into the red matrix through row operations that will apply on every single row of both of these matrices, and whatever I get on the red matrix will be the inverse of A. So, for example, my objective is to turn this first cell here into a 1, but it's a 0. I can't do that. So what I will do, I will multiply row 4 by 1/5, or divided by 5, and then add it to row number 1. The reason being is because if I divide this cell here by 5, I get 1, and I add it to 0, I get 1, exactly where it's supposed to be. Okay, so then the blue matrix becomes 1. Now if I do this on the zeros, nothing will happen here, so I meant add to row 1. 1, 0, 0, 2, and then I have 0, 0, 3, 0, nothing here changes. 0, 4, 0, 0, and 5, 0, 0, 0. Okay, and then we're gonna apply the same operation obviously on the identity matrix. Let's change colors. So I still get 1, 0, because nothing changes with the zeros, 0, and then this one here will be over 5, so 1/5. Okay, fair enough, the rest is the same for now. Okay, next step, I need this guy here to be a 0. Well, this guy is already a 0 because I go down the column. I need this guy to be a 0, so these are both zeros, so they're done for me. Now I need to turn this guy into a 0, so that means what I need to do, I need to multiply row 1 by 5, so 5 row 1, or minus 5, right? So it becomes minus 5, and I add it to the 4th row, so plus row 4. Let me move a little bit to the left here because I need the space. Okay, so plus row 1, and if I do that I will get -5. So the top one remains the same. I'm changing the fourth one, 0. Let's use a different color on this guy. Okay, and let me copy these. So these first 3 rows will be the same. There we go, nicely done. I'll use this faster from now on. Okay, so -5 times 0, 1, so this will get me a 0. -5 times 1 is -5 plus 5 is a 0. This stays 0, 0. -5 times 2 is -10 plus 0 is -10. And then I'll do the same thing here. -5 plus 0 is -5, 0, 0. -5 minus 1 plus 1, 0. There we go. -5 times 0, 1. Yeah, -1 plus 1, 0. Yeah, okay, so everything is good. Okay, so now I'm here. So now going down to the second column, I need this guy to be a 0. It already is, so that's good. I need this guy to turn into a 1. And of course I have to use the third row. So I could multiply the third row. This needs to be a 1. So I could multiply it by 3/4. 1/4. That would make this element here a 1 and add it to row 2. So basically I should write this here on the second row because I'm changing the second row. Wait, am I? No, 0. Yeah, I'm changing that. So -1/4 times 0, 1/4 times row 3 will make that a 1 plus row 2. Plus row 2. Okay, good. So so let's copy the whole thing as is and change the corresponding rows. It's just faster. Okay, nice. So I'm trying to change row number 2. So let me erase row number 2 and I'll use a different color on row number 2. So I'll use let's use this green. Okay, 1/4 row 2, so this will stay a 0. This we said will become a 1. This will be 0 plus 3, 3, and this is a 0. And then same thing here, 0, 0, oh sorry, 0, 1, because we're adding to row 2. And then here 1/4 times 1 is 1/4 plus 0 is 1/4, and this guy is a 0. Okay, good. Now going down the column, so 0, 1. So now this guy needs to become a 0, right? So that means I'm gonna have to multiply row 2 by -4 and add it to row 3. So, because this will become -4 plus 4 will become a 0. So let me copy and paste, be faster. Without the okay, so let me erase the row I'm trying to manipulate. So I'm trying to manipulate this row. Okay, so let's use this blue there. Okay, so -4 times row 2 is plus row 3, so 0. minus 4 plus 4 is 0. Minus 4 times 3 is minus 12. Minus 12, and this is a 0, and then we're going to do the same thing here. So 0, minus 4, minus 4, minus 4, this becomes a minus 1, plus 1, this becomes a 0, and this is a 0. Okay, good. Now then going still on the second column, going down, so this is a 1. Now this needs to be a 0, it already is. This needs to be a 0, it already is. So we're done with that. This needs to be 0, it already is. Now this guy here needs to be a 0. So what I could do, I could multiply row number 3 by 1 over 4, because that would make this a minus 3, and then add it to row number 2, and this will make the 3 a 0. Okay, nice. So I'll use the same trick. Let me copy paste, and then I'll work on the row. Okay, so I'm supposed to write this up here because I'm changing this row. Okay, so this guy needs to go. Okay, fair enough. So let's use gold. 1/4 row 3, so 0, 1, 0, exactly the intended cell here, 0, 0, 0. Now 1/4 times minus 4 is minus 1. This is 1/4. Is minus 1 plus 1 is 0. 0, 1/4, 0. Okay, good. So now we're in this column. Now this guy needs to be a 1. That is easy to accomplish. We just divide row 3 by minus 1 by minus 12. We could do that. So let's go ahead and do it. So I'm dividing row 3 by minus 12. So this needs to change. So 0, 0, plus 1, 0, 0. Minus 1/4 over minus 12 is 1/3, 0, 0. Okay, now this cell here, which is supposed to be lined up below here, this cell needs to be a 0. It already is. Good. So we're almost there. Now this guy needs, so now I'm on the 4th row. So now this guy needs to go to 0. And of course, the only way to do this is to use row number 4. So we're going to do row number 4. And I'm gonna have to make this a minus 2, so it cancels out with that. So to make it minus 2, I'm gonna divide it by 5, so times 1/5. That will make this minus 10 a minus 2, plus the first row will get me a 0 there. Okay, so I'm sure there might be, if someone thinks about this, there might be some more efficient ways to do it, but I started it this way, so let me continue. I'll give it some thought later, and if I find more efficient ways, I'll come back and either edit this video or just make another one. Okay, so now this guy needs to go away. Here. Okay, so here we said, so this will stay 0, 0, 0, because these are all zeros, so this will become a 0, right? And then here we'll get minus 5 plus minus 1 plus 1, 0, 0, 0, 1/5. Okay, good, nice. Okay, we're sort of done, because this needs to be 0, this needs to be 0, it already is 0, this needs to be 0, it already is 0, this needs to be a 1, so we just divide row number 4 by minus 10 and we're done. And so if I do that, let me do it without last one. Okay, so if I divide row number 10 by minus 10, row number 4 by minus 10, I get here a 1, minus 10, this will get me a half, 0, 0, 0. And so now that I turned this into the identity matrix, you can clearly see that my right hand side is A inverse. So A inverse is 0, 0, 0, 1/5, 0, 0, 1/4, 0, 0, 1/3, 0, 0, 1/2, 0, 0, 0. This is the first matrix. Okay, took a bit. I honestly, I intentionally didn't think of any shortcuts here, because I want to expose people and my students, because this is sort of a class going on. I need to expose my students to how to work with these row manipulations. So this would be a good practice just to do it this way. Let's move on to row number 2, to matrix B. So matrix B is sort of the same thing. So let's write it here. So I'm gonna be using the same method. So I'm gonna line up B and I next to it. So B is 3, 2, 0, 0. Let me go a little bit to the left. 3, 2, 0, 0, 4, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 6, 5, and 0, 0, 7, 6. And then here I will line up the identity matrix, which is 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, since I elaborated in depth on doing matrix B, I will work this out somewhat faster. I need this guy to be a 1, so I could divide row 1 by 3. So let me copy and paste. Okay, and if I divide by 3, I will get here 1, 2/3, 0, 0, and then same thing here. This will become 1/3, because I'm dividing by 3, so 0, 0, 0. Okay, next. This guy here needs to be a 0. So I could do 4 times row 1 minus 4 times row 1 plus row 2. So then I will get so now we're changing this. Okay, minus 4 times 0, minus 4 plus 4 is 0, minus 8 over 3, minus 8 over 3 plus 3, that would make this a 1/3, 0, 0, minus 4/3, 1, 0, 0. Okay, now this guy needs to be a 0, already is, so I'm going down the first column. Then this guy needs to be a 0, it already is. Now this guy needs to go to 0, so I will multiply row 2 times minus 2, that makes this minus 2/3, add it to row 1, that gets me a 0 there. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this row needs to change. Let's use this. Okay, so minus 2 times wait, this needs to be a 0. No, I meant to say we need to change row. We need to multiply row number 1. 1 second. So I'm gonna do that needs to be a minus 1/3. So I'm gonna multiply row 1 by half, minus half. So that will make that 2/3 a minus 1/3 and add it to row 2. Okay, so if I do that, I will get, oh, but I don't want to mess up row number. One moment here. 0. Oh, no, never mind. This needs to be a 1. 1 0 0 1. This needs to be a 1. So all I have to do, I apologize, got this confused a little bit. So I could multiply row 2 times 3 to make that a 1. Okay, so if we do that, we get 0 1 0 0, minus 4 3 0 0. Okay, good. So now this is a 1. This needs to be a 0, it already is. This needs to be a 0, it already is. I'm done with column number 2. Now I'm gonna move on to column number 3. This needs to be a 0, it already is. This needs to be a 0, it already is. This guy needs to be a 1, so I could divide row number 3 by 6. It's straightforward. So we need to change this row. So by 6 we're gonna get 0 0 1 5 over 6, 0 0 1 over 6 0. Okay, so we're done with row number 1. We'll go to row number 2. This guy needs to be a 1, a 0, sorry. So we're gonna multiply row 2 times negative 2, row 2 times negative 2, which makes this negative 2/3, and add it to row number 1. Okay, so let's do that. Get down a little bit to leave room for row 1. So I just copy pasted the last 3 rows. So row number 1 will become 0. This will not change. 1. This will become a 0, like we said, minus 2/3 plus 2/3. This will be 0, 0, and then here minus 2 times minus 8 over 3 plus 1 over 3, 9 over 3, which is 3, negative 2. Oops. A little bit of order here. Wait, what did we say? Minus 8 over 3, 9, 3. This will make it a 3. So 0, 3. This is the separator here. Minus 2, 0, 0. Okay. Now, continuing on row number 2. This guy needs to be a 1. So just multiply row number 2 by 3. This is an easy one. So if we do that, okay, fair enough. So this is just gonna turn into a 1 here. The rest of zeros will not change. This will turn into a minus 4, and this will become a 3, and the zeros won't change. Okay, nice. So this is now a 1 going down the second column. This is a 0, this is a 0, what they're supposed to be. So we're done. Going through the third column now, done with the second column, down the third column. This needs to be a 0. It already is. Now this needs to be a 1. So this is easy. We just divide row number 3 by 6. And if we do that, we will get row number 3 by 6. This will become a 1. This will become 5 over 6. The zeros won't change. This becomes 1 over 6. The 0 won't change. Okay, continuing on. Now this needs to be a 0. So I would have to multiply row number 3 by minus 7 and add it to row number 4. Okay, let's see what we get. So we're changing row number 4. So let's eliminate this. Let's use this color. Okay, so minus 7 row 3 plus row 4. The zeros won't change. This will become a 0 as promised. Minus 7 times 5 over 6 will become minus 35 over 6 plus 6 will get us 1 over 6. Zeros won't change. This becomes minus 7 over 6, and this stays at 1. Okay, down the third column, the last cell is 0 now. Now we're going down to through the fourth column. This needs to be a 0, it already is. This needs to be a 0, already is. This guy now needs to be a 0. So I would have to multiply row number 4 by minus 5 to make this guy minus 5 over 6 and add it to row number 3. And let's see what that gets us. We're almost there. So we're gonna change row number 3 now. Take all these signs away. Okay, so minus the zeros won't change. So here we're gonna get 0, 0, minus 5, 0, 1, and as promised, this needs to be a 0. 0 here won't change, 0 here won't change. Now minus 5 times negative 7 over 6 will be 35 over 6, plus 1 over 6 will be 36 over 6, which is 6, and this will be a minus 5. Okay, nice. Through the fourth column, they're all zeros. Now this guy needs to be a 1, and all we have to do multiply row number 4 by 6. And if we do that, we will arrive at the final answer. So if I multiply row number 4 by 6, this guy will turn into a 1, sorry. 0, 0, this guy will turn into a 6. The 6 here will go away, we will get -7. That is it. Notice that this here is the identity matrix, which makes this the inverse, B inverse. So B inverse is 3 minus 2, 0, 0, minus 4, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 6 minus 5, and 0, 0, minus 7, 6. That does it. Sorry for the long video, and I hope that this helps.